fast. This is really what the players want. To get on the move and to get out onto that rain-soaked pitch. You've rarely heard before. Waving in unison there, which really should, as Brian was saying a bit earlier, be a message for football everywhere. Here's the Everton side. In goal, Neville Southall, Gary Stevens at number 2, John Bailey at 3, the captain Kevin Ratcliffe at 4, Derek Mountfield 5, Peter Reid 6, Alan Irvine. That was the late decision whether he should play or not, and Howard Kendall wasn't sure right up until the last 24 hours whether to play him or whether to play Andy King or whether to play Trevor Stephen. But number 7, Alan Irvine, number 8, Adrian Heath, 9, Graham Sharp, 10, Kevin Richardson, 11, Kevin Sheedy, and the substitute, Alan Harper. And what familiar names we have coming up here. Bruce Grobbelaar, number 2, Phil Neal, 3, Alan Kennedy, 4, Mark Lawrenson, 5 is Ronnie Whelan, 6, Alan Hansen, 7, Kenny Dalglish, 8 is Sammy Lee, 9, Ian Rush, 10, Craig Johnston, and 11, their captain, Graham Souness, with the substitute, Michael Robinson. So it's Liverpool then who'll be kicking off. All Merseyside Wembley occasion is underway. And Lawrenson gets it back for an immediate touch. Bailey. Sharp. It's 2 good balls he's won in the air, but Heath and Grobbelaar has missed it. And was that a handball? The referee looked towards the lineman, and Everton are claiming furiously that was a handball. And Heath came so close to giving Everton a surprise lead, and you saw the sign there from the referee, or the linesman rather, saying it came off his leg, and it looked a handball to me, Brian.
I think it just might have finished in the back of the net.
That was a handball.
From where I'm sitting, definitely.
But here come Everton again with Sheedy's shot, and it's wide.
I'm not saying it's intentional, but it did hit his hand.
Lawrenson's header falls for Irvine. Richardson. Stevens. Moving again towards Heath, but there are taller men there. And a shot into the side netting again by Kevin Richardson that left very little room to spare. And Everton in these opening minutes are making the running. Caught on the volley, Grobbelaar diving, side netting, goal kick. Alongside Howard Kendall. They played a few games for Everton between them in the midfield. And Sheedy with the shot, and it came off Lawrenson, and it could have gone anywhere. And as luck would have it for Liverpool, it stayed out and goes for the throw.
Yeah.
This will do good for Everton. Sheedy getting it in again, Sharp up there this time, and Richardson trying to get the shot in. Gary Stevens trying to get in as well, and it's not running for Liverpool, but now it is as it comes to Souness. A touch on for Johnston, and Bailey brings him down, and it's a free kick. And Everton have had those chances in this game today, Brian. But here are Liverpool. That's Souness with a shot, and Southall with the save. Taken quickly by Bailey. Sharp on his way. Heath waiting in the middle. Still with Sharp. And a shot that was curling awkwardly, and Heath almost got in.
Goalkeeper did remarkably well then.
The keeper. It was moving a bit, Brian.
Yes, that might have taken a deflection, and it certainly swerved. Did very well there.
Straight to Peter Reid. That's not a bad little run by him, but the pass left something to be desired, although they just kept it in, thanks to Graham Sharp. Sheedy. Look at this for confidence again. Reed. Then, oh, Sheedy. Sheedy now, with a chance to make it and fails. That was a golden opportunity for Everton. And Sheedy really should have made it count. Slight misunderstanding there again, Liverpool in that defence. Neil couldn't stop him. Sheedy looked up, didn't really clout it properly, and Grobbelaar was the first half left. Here's Kennedy. And now Lee. Hit from a long way out. Johnston. Oh, very nearly came off Mountfield and could so easily have been an own goal. Played wide again. Souness hitting it, and a wicked deflection, I think, off Gary Stevens at the end of the first half. Ratcliffe, the long ball forward. They'll come back because the half-time whistle has gone in this all-Merseyside Wembley occasion. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Well, it's Everton then who get us away at the start of the second half, attacking the goal to our field, playing it in. It finds Rush, Souness, Dalglish, it's Ratcliffe who got it away. Souness popping up everywhere at the start of this second half is Souness, such an influential player for Liverpool. But now it's Kennedy, all the way Kennedy, and just wide. Scored here in 81 against West Ham. He got the first one last year against Manchester United, and it looked, the odds were shortening all the time that he would open the scoring here. Ratcliffe stumbling, Southall diving, and the ball just going wide. What a character this John Bailey is. If Liverpool have got their Bruce Grobbelaar to keep their spirits high, then Bailey certainly does the same in the Everton camp. Here he is again. Sharp. Heath, a nice little backward flick, and Sheedy was almost onto it. And again, Everton are showing that they are winning a large proportion of balls in the air against this Liverpool defence. And of all people, the fellow there, 5'6", Adrian Heath putting it on, and Sheedy just failing to get the touch that really counted. Adrian Heath, number 8. Hansen. Again, Ratcliffe there first. He's had a storming game at the back for Everton. Kennedy. There's Lee on the far side. Tempting Johnston to get forward, and a good jump by Bailey. It looked as though it might just nick over his head, but he was determined that it shouldn't. Lee now for Souness. And now for Neil. Here's Whelan. Neil again for Liverpool. And now Lee. Dalglish. Oh, and touched away by Southall. So Liverpool's corner. Dalglish with it. Oh, Kennedy, and they haven't picked him up again. And my word, how did that stay out? Rush was 2 yards off the line. I don't think he knew a lot about it, but somehow it contrived to bounce in front of him. And agonisingly for him, look at that, over the crossbar. Brian, what can you do? Johnston. Little touch for Dalglish. Another little touch for Ronnie Whelan. And Rush saved superbly by Southall. The flag was up on the far side, and the referee waving it on again. But you cannot take it away from Neville Southall. Played in there for Rush. Point-blank save. Now being made. Alan Harper comes on. A former Liverpool player. 3 weeks ago he scored against Liverpool for Everton at Goodison Park that made it 1-1, and Kevin Sheedy, who was doubtful all week with a damaged ankle, goes off. Well, it's 0-0 here. Harper, a short ball to young Derek Mountfield. Over to John Bailey. Bailey played forward for Heath, and again he wins it in the air. Can Sharp get on his way now? Just wide. Grobbelaar was wrong-footed for a moment, and Heath, and I've said it before, is only 5'6", and he's won the ball again in the air there against Lawrenson. And Sharp couldn't quite tuck it home. The last few seconds of normal time now. And another Everton throw. Let's see, we might get some real fun and games to round the whole afternoon off if we go to extra time. Well, let's see what happens. Stevens puts the ball in, and Irving was very nearly there. Had he connected with that, I don't think Grobbelaar would have seen it. Neil away.
Not very often Neil gets caught flat-footed, but he was certainly caught flat-footed there. He got no idea the Everton player was coming in on his blind side, and it only needed to make contact.
And we go to extra time. 0-0. Just have this short break and both managers coming on. And Graham Souness get his men going in the same vein as they showed for much of the second half when they looked for a time as though they might take over this final. Or will it be still the day for the underdogs from Everton to surprise everybody and redress a lot of the balance on Merseyside, with Liverpool having won so much over the last decade and Everton nothing? We shall see. There are 30 minutes of extra time, 15 minutes each way. Neil. Lee, the first touch for Robinson. So both the substitutes are on now, of course. Harper for Everton and Robinson for Liverpool. Rush. Robinson. Souness. It's a nice ball played with the outside of the boot to Ronnie Whelan, who didn't control it all that well, but still finds Alan Kennedy. Harper getting it back. It's Mountfield who got it away, not very far, only as far as Souness. The little chip coming in there. Kennedy's in there. Rush is right in there. Bailey is there and just nicked it away for Everton, but I think might have been injured as he did so. No, he's okay. He's hobbling a little bit. Souness with Richardson trying to shove him off the ball. Kennedy again, trying to get it onto the left foot. In the end, it comes through for Southall. And you can see Bailey just in the corner of the picture there, hobbling a little bit, as he just nicked that ball away when it began to look a little ominous for Everton. Heath, very active, got in quickly towards Sharp, but it didn't come through to Irving either. Bailey playing a good little ball through there for Kevin Richardson. Sharp's waiting if he can get to him. Grobbelaar reaching for that one. Rush. Stopped by Bailey. Rush still on his way, finding Dalglish. Neil on his feet again. The linesman was flagging and the whistle went. I think it's Neil with the free kick. Lee. Neil. Oh, tremendous save, and Robinson almost got to it, but Rush hit a glorious shot there, and Southall made the save of the day. Tremendous shot and a brilliant save.
Versatile, it's incredible.
Well, let's see whether he can save now from Sharp, and he can. He's won some useful stuff in the air, as Graham Sharp, Brian, today.
Yes, right from 2:30 they've been having problems, the Liverpool back four in the air, and normally they don't have any.